right. So, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Miles, I got a few quick questions for you. But before I start, let me get you to spell your first and last name for me, please.
It'll be Myles Ferguson, and that is Myles Ferguson.
All right, appreciate you. So, real quick, want to get into COVID-19. Obviously, 2020 has been a very challenging year. There's been so much going on, very wacky year. As far as COVID, what has been some of the the biggest challenges or obstacles dealing with this? And what would you say is maybe one or two of the things that you took for granted now that we're in this pandemic that before, it was just something easy, normal part of life, and now you may not be able to do it as much or do it at all. And kind of, piggyback on top of that, I want to ask, what has COVID-19 made you realize, whether that's something, a positive thing, something else that may be negative, excuse me, just, what has it made you think of overall just about your life or something you're doing or not doing? And so beforehand, before the pandemic, uh, can you explain to me maybe what your schedule was like beforehand? I guess weekly schedule or daily schedule. Was it going to work, going to school, doing both, some extracurriculars, and then I guess contrast that to what it's been, since the pandemic has really got started in March. And so, obviously you say you've been kind of prioritizing and stuff like that. Would you say, in addition to that, any other positive experiences, any new hobbies that you may have picked up during COVID or something that you used to do a lot and now that you had so much free time on your hands, you was able to pick that back up and start doing that again? And so the big thing I'm getting from you is during this time, you've been investing in yourself pretty much.
Correct.
Um, what would you say? What would you have said to Miles? I guess said to yourself before the pandemic about investing in yourself from what you know now. So I guess hindsight, what would you tell him then? All right, and lastly, I want to ask you about a sense of normalcy, something we haven't had in a long time. Do you think after maybe we get the what's the word? The vaccination, maybe that comes out in 2021 or 2022 or something like that. Do you still think you'll still be taking some of these precautions that you're doing now as far as like maybe and I'm not accusing you of not doing this beforehand, but maybe you're washing your hands a little bit more. Maybe sometimes when you're going to the store, you're still wearing your mask, maybe, or do you, foresee yourself or just uh, us as a community still having to do those things to either prevent another outbreak of this such or prevent something else? Do you think this is the new normal? Miles, I appreciate you so much. Is there anything, any lasting comments or something that you want to say? All right. Thank you, Miles. You said that very well. Um, and I appreciate your time. And let me know if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you.